Hello, I am Rushabh. I'm a rising senior at American High School, and this is my first milestone in my keypad fingerprint lockbox. So, what is it? So in this milestone, what I achieved was basically attaching my keypad and my servo to the Arduino board. And the way it works is once you put in the code, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you press hash as the enter key, it turns 90 degrees. And then once you press it again, it turns back 90 degrees. So the components I used within making this project were jumper cables, the Arduino board, the servo, and the number pad, along with C++ to actually code the functions. And when I was making the process, I started out with connecting the number pad into the Arduino board, and then creating a matrices with to actually have every input have the proper output, so that when the code was put in, they would actually detect the same numbers as the user was putting onto the keypad. And then, so I did that for all the numbers. And then with the pound and hash number for pound, I made it so that it's a clear function in case the user accidentally clicked the wrong digit. And then for the hash number, I made it so that's the enter. So once the user put in the proper code, they can compare it to the actual password. Once I got that down, I just installed the servo and made it so that when the user didn't put in the correct password, it worked and it unlocked or locked depending on the current state. So some challenges I faced while actually making the project were, first of all, when I was installing the jumper cables to connect the number pad to the Arduino board, I accidentally put them in the wrong order, so they weren't connected to the right rows and columns. So I had to go and rework it and put them back in the right order so that the inputs and outputs would actually match. And then for another error I made was when I was actually writing the code to connect the servo to the number pad. There's a lot of small errors within writing the for loops and if statements that I had to go back and fix. And a big mistake I was making is when I was actually downloading the software from my computer into the Arduino pad board. It wasn't downloading properly, and I couldn't figure it out for a while until I went through and then replaced every component. I realized that the USB cable was broken. Some skills I learned throughout doing this milestone was learning how to debug the actual mechanical part, as well as learning how to debug the software, which is extremely useful because in future projects, if there's an error, I'll be better prepared to handle it. As well as that, I learned, and in the future, my next milestone will be hopefully attaching the finger pad to the Arduino board.